Hey, hey everybody. The first leg of the trip worked out perfect. It was really good. We flew from Ontario, California up to Seattle, Washington. We got about an hour layover here in Seattle, and then we're going to continue on to Portland, where I'm going to get a rental car and then meet up with my other daughter uh, at Oregon State University, get her cleared out of the dorm, and then we go back up to Portland on Saturday to catch our international flight from Portland out to Rome. Rome is the first international city that we're going to. Right now, my other daughter and her friend are somewhere in that Starbucks. This selfie is reversed. Somewhere in that Starbucks line. The cool thing about it, another quick little tip: if you're going to travel internationally, if you're going to travel, period, actually, two benefits that I think help because we got upgraded from regular coach into comfort on both our legs, from Ontario to Seattle, then Seattle to Portland. It's not a huge difference from coach to comfort level, but it was all free. I didn't even ask. You got more leg room, and I think that's just about it. Maybe a little bit more space. And before you travel, see if you can use the same airline. I know there's very cheap ways. There's more affordable ways to travel than what I did. If you guys have time to search out different airlines, but for the security, being able to pick our meals, being able to have free bags checked, those type of issues, I went ahead and I rejoined Delta Sky Miles, and so did everyone I'm traveling with. So we're Delta Sky Miles customers, I guess. We have Delta Sky Miles accounts, but I also signed up for the Delta American Express card that came with a lot of points initially. It came with so many points. My return trip from Europe is only like $200 to go from Munich at the very end of this trip, from Munich to LAX. So that's my recommendation. Try to stick with one airlines, accumulate those points on the one airlines, join their Sky Miles Club or whatever club they call it, and if they have an associated credit card, do that. Highly recommend it. And you also have access to their lounges, which we'll have access to the lounge when we're at JFK. This is probably going to be a couple of choppy videos. I'll just mesh them together and send this out tonight. All right, take care. Everything's going good so far, and hope to give you an update soon. Bye. Well, I broke one of my rules of not checking luggage. I check luggage. We're at Portland right now. I'm at the rental car facility, and I actually waited longer in line to get the rental car than I did for the flight from Seattle to Portland. Seattle to Portland was like 45 minutes. I just waited an hour, and I got to wait an additional 35 minutes because there's no cars here. I got the car price that I have and everything, just there's no cars here. But I got to show you these lines. See if you can see them. So actually, for Avis and budget, there wasn't really much of a line, but I had Thrifty, and as I come around here, it's over my right shoulder. I try not to catch people unexpectedly, but that's all Thrifty. That's all Thrifty rental car people trying to wait for a car. Everybody else is pretty much no lines. It's just that Thrifty has the best prices. I did mine through Orbis, but the line is just crazy. I mean, all the other car places, they're virtually empty. And then get this, it's always the person right in front of you, right? So these two guys get in front of me, and I'm like the second, I'm on deck, and it was like 101 questions. Number one, I go up there, it's like they never rented a car before. I go up there, yeah, it's the same stuff every time. Driver's license, credit card, confirmation number. Driver's license, credit card, confirmation number. Since the wheel was invented, a round circular wheel was invented since Ford on the assembly line. It's been the same thing. Driver's license, credit card, and confirmation number. But these people are digging through their bags. Huh? What? Where? And then these guys were sitting there, and it became 101 questions. They said, hey, we don't have cars. Next thing I know, they're asking them, well, where's the place to eat? Where can I get a rental car? Is there a bathroom nearby? Do you know where Jimmy Hoffa is buried? Do you know who was on the grassy knoll? I'm thinking, dudes, look behind you. Do you not see that there's like 100 people waiting and you're asking some ridiculous questions? If you can't get a car, go back your way. Go find your own food. I cannot believe I almost actually stepped in. And those of you that know me know I have the type of personality where I would actually vocally say, guys, seriously? Move it along. And they didn't get a car. They didn't have reservations, so they were shooing people away that didn't have reservations. Anyways, the flights have been great. Ontario to Seattle was fine. We had a nice break in Seattle. Seattle to Portland was fine. Getting the rental car has been a bit of a mess. I was supposed to be on the road by now. It's June 1st. It's June 1st. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was supposed to be in the car at 1 o'clock going down to see my daughter in Corvallis, but it looks like it's going to be closer to getting out of here about 2:30. So weather's been great weather. But yeah, I've never experienced. Don't check bags. Do not check bags. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Because had I walked off the plane, I would have beat the crowd. These are like 5 plane loads of people trying to get cars. If I walked right off the plane. Oh, that was the other thing. I haven't checked a bag forever, and I ended up going to the wrong stupid carousel. As I'm looking at the carousel, watching these things go around, mine's going around the carousel behind me like the Dumbo ride at Disneyland, round and round and round. So I turn around, it's like the only bag on the carousel. Like, well, there's a stupid bag. It's on the carousel behind me. But both carousels had Seattle, inbound Seattle. Both of them said Seattle, so I went to the Seattle one. Anyways, I'm sure if this is the worst of it today, it's not that bad. All right, so I'm probably going to throw a couple more together. About 2 or 3 minute. This is going to be about a 4-minute rant, but keeping you guys posted. Everything else is fine. I'll chime in later. Bye. Okay, so we're in Corvallis, not too far from Oregon State University, but we all got hungry. But before I go any further, I got my car. Really nice one. There was only 5 miles on it. 5 miles, and I've never ever. I don't remember last time I've been in a car that only had 5 miles on it. Period. Let alone a rental car. But only had 5 miles on it. Yes, if you saw, as I'm linking these videos together, it was a pain to get. I think I had to wait like 2 hours. We were supposed to pick it up at 1. We actually got there about 1:15. We got there a little bit late, but we didn't actually drive out till like 3:45, and we're starving. So it's a, I don't even drive Toyotas, but it's a Toyota something. Very smooth, very nice. Happy to have it. I think for the 3 days it was $129. I picked it up today, which is Friday, and I returned it on Saturday. And then we stopped over, let me spin back around, and this is where we're eating. Of course, I apologize, it's backwards, I have it in selfie mode. I might be able to flip it, I'm not sure. I'll see if I can flip it when I edit. But just wanted to close the gap on that. So we're right outside of Corvallis. Livy and I are staying at a hotel that is right on the other side of the river. And then Stefania's friend Vanessa, they'll be staying in their place tonight at the dorm, and then we're going to meet up with Stefania after this. But we're starving. All right, so I guess it could have been worse, but got a nice 2023 5-mile rental car. Hey, good morning, everybody. So this is like this is the end of I think I did 3 or 4 little choppy videos to put it into one. So I'm actually on day 2, and I didn't realize I didn't explain a lot about some of the details and who I'm traveling with on this trip. I'm going to get into that probably later, but what I wanted to close with is, so I'm up here in Corvallis, Oregon. My older daughter, Stefania, is going to Oregon State University, which had inspired the trip because she's doing her study abroad in Florence, Italy. And we actually start that international part of traveling on Sunday, 2 days from today. So today is June 2nd, and we actually get on a plane on June 4th out of Portland, and we arrive in Rome on June 5th. But what I wanted to say about on this part of the video is I've stayed in quite a few hotels in the Corvallis area, being that my daughter's going to school at Oregon, OSU, Oregon State University, Beavers. We did stay at the Hilton Garden at Oregon State, which is right on their campus across from Leisure Stadium. That is a great hotel, and it probably runs about almost double the price of the hotels in town. But I got to tell you, I'm not staying in the hotels in town anymore. I'm staying here at the Hotel Corvallis, and it's decent. 32 years in the military. My first 8 years was Army. The last 24 was Air Force. And, by myself, I could sleep under a bridge. No big deal. I'll find something to eat in the morning. But if you're traveling with family or somebody, try to stay at that Garden Hilton, I think it's called. Garden Hilton, Oregon State. It is a great hotel. I mean, they don't even have hot coffee at this hotel. Not in the room, not in the lobby. Very rudimentary rooms. I am paying a pretty decent price, I guess. But the other hotels, I just not have been impressed or liked any of the hotels in Corvallis at all. The thing about the Hilton Garden on campus is it's tight and hard to get into, and it's more expensive. But I'm telling you, um, it's worth the money. It's worth the money. Traveling by myself, yeah, I'll put up with this stuff, but I'll never book out of that hotel. I will never book anything but that Hilton Garden going on out. But so what ended up happening, I'll wrap this portion up with this, is that we left Southern California with my younger daughter Olivia, who just graduated high school, and my daughter Stefania's friend Vanessa, who still lives in Riverside. So me, Vanessa, and Olivia got on a plane from Riverside, flew up here to rendezvous with Stefania. She's finishing school and clearing out of her dorm today. Then we go up to a hotel near Portland Airport tomorrow night, and we fly out on Sunday. So there's going to actually be 4 of us leaving the United States into Italy come Sunday. And one thing too I was going to mention is that my daughter Olivia and the friend Vanessa is actually Stefania's friend. I picked up their backpacks yesterday, to help them, and they are so light. They packed so light, both these girls. My backpack probably weighs double than both of them combined. And so last night I went through, started getting rid of stuff. Now the fortunate thing is my brother-in-law lives in town, and we're leaving my daughter's car, Stefania's car, my brother-in-law's house. So I'm throwing one whole suitcase in the trunk of that car. It is not coming to Europe with us. I could probably explain more to that when I talk about, I'm going to do another video specifically on packing, what I brought and how to pack. I'm so glad I had this stop here, because if I had to carry all that stuff through Europe, I would have been dumping it. I just way overpacked. All right, take care, everybody. I still got to do my communications on how we're communicating. I got that set up. I'll do that later, but I'm gonna get a bite to eat here and check in on the girls. All right, they all stayed on the college campus last night. I was in the room by myself, so they all stayed on with friends on the dorms, I guess, doing the college thing. All right, take care.